These days, many corps only use the songbook when technology breaks down. So there's a lot about it that might not be familiar to you. Let's learn a little bit about its history as well as how we use it. Before we were the Salvation Army, we were known as the Christian Mission. In our early years, Catherine Booth put together several books of hymns, including one for special services, one for revivals, and one for children. The first songbook was published in 1866 and was called the Revival Hymn Book. It had 112 hymns. In 1870, the Christian Mission Hymn Book was published. It had 531 songs. Some were traditional hymns, many by Charles Wesley, and some were songs set to music that was popular at the time. By 1878, the same year our name changed to the Salvation Army, brass bands were part of our evangelistic efforts, and the first version of the Salvation Army songbook was published. In 1880, a small, cheap version was published for purchase by individuals called the Salvation Soldiers Songbook. The songbook has gone through several updates over the years, keeping old hymns and adding new music. Our current songbook was published in 2015. Although Catherine Booth compiled our original hymnals, William Booth wanted to be sure people understood the place of music in worship and evangelism. He taught that good words should be set to good music. In other words, our theology should have a catchy tune so that people walked away humming it and remembering what they sang. William Booth eventually wrote many songs for the Salvation Army, including one of our most significant hymns, O Boundless Salvation. It was first sung at a Salvation Army meeting in London in 1893. It was published in the songbook that came out in 1899. Much like learning to look up books, chapters, and verses in the Bible, our songbook has tools that help us use it fully. For example, each song has its own number. When you look up that number, you'll see small text that refers to the tune it is known by. The small number is what the band or other musicians look up in their tune book to play the song. Each song also has a scripture listed at the top. This is a good way to match songs to preaching, as well as deep and personal devotions, either together in a worship service or privately when reading scripture. Look up the verse or passage in the Bible, then read the words to the song. This helps highlight how we really do sing our theology, what we believe about God. The songbook of the Salvation Army includes several tools at the back that help make it even more useful. First, there is the regular index. You can look up songs by title or most recognizable line. If it's in bold, it's in the first line of the song. If it's in italics, it's the first line of the chorus. Lines that are neither bold nor italics are from other verses in that song. After the regular index, there's a scripture index. If you are preaching or teaching on a particular passage, look it up in the index of our songbook to see if there is a song that might help others understand or remember scripture better. Between the scripture index and the metrical index, which is helpful for musicians, there's a thematic index. Want to know more about spiritual warfare? Look it up in the thematic index. Then read the lyrics to those songs and scripture listed for each. Our songbook is not equal to the Bible. It should never replace scripture. However, it can be a great tool to help us better understand scripture as we research, learn, and sing our theology.